Hello everybody, my name is Amy Vishwanatha and you are watching Indian Movie Music Lover. You all know that in light of the upcoming movies Vikrant Rona and Kotigobba Vids, starring the ever-popular Badshah Kichcha Sudeep, that I have been watching some of his movies just so I can get to know him better as an actor while I'm waiting for the release of those movies. And I also share my thoughts on the role he plays in them as well. A couple of nights ago, I finished number 5, The Villain, starring Kichcha Sudeep, of course, along with Shiva. Just to let you know, I did hesitate a little bit on whether or not to do this review, and you will see why in a second. I am going ahead with this because I know, and I'm sure you all know as well, that as much as I want to, I probably will not love absolutely everything that I watch all the time. And I know you all want honesty, right? So here we go. Let's break it down. So basically, this is a story of good and evil. There's this son whose life has kind of gone completely off track since childhood due to a childhood trauma. When he was a child, his mom wanted him to be the hero type like Rama, and his dad was earning money as an actor playing the villain Ravana, whom his mother hated. The parents fight, the mother leaves, and the father dies right in front of him. So this is the trauma that basically leads him down the road in life, calling himself Ravana, the villain. Now, I am not going to go through the whole plot of the story or give all the details in the story because I don't want to ruin it for those of you who have not watched it and want to watch it. But at some point, we do meet Rama or Ramappa, actually played by Shiva, who seems to be trying to hunt him down to get rid of him. And there are some plot twists and turns, quite a few of them actually, along the way. Now, when we first meet the character played by Kichcha in this movie, we find out that he's a really bad guy. The character is really super over the top, which Kichcha does do a pretty good job at portraying. I, however, and this is where some of you may get mad at me, feel that this film was a waste of time for him. I think that maybe he should have skipped it and kept it out of his portfolio, quite honestly. Now, the storyline, which could have actually been played out really well had the powers that be done it that way, lacked in so many ways. And the way they filmed it, it felt like a bunch of different scenes that were just kind of stitched together in hopes that it would come out into some type of a movie. I wish they would have shot this completely different. Honestly, it felt like a big circus. Now, don't get me wrong, I did have a couple of good laughs. Most of which were with Kichcha. Honestly, I was expecting a much better put together movie. Even the CG was below par for a 2018 movie. And it seemed like they just weren't too serious about the quality of the movie itself. It's almost like the powers that be that controlled this movie wanted to get the movie done quickly, and they weren't too serious about the quality of the movie itself. Almost like, okay, checked it off, let's go to something else. The movie was not super fast-paced for me, and that's surprising because the way it's made, it feels like it's supposed to be that way. But also, it could be because it took me about 3 days to watch this because of some time constraints that I had. But even when I was watching it, I found my mind drifting and kind of wanted it to be over soon. Sorry, everybody. I really seriously hate to say that. Now, I did like the ending of the movie, and in all honesty, I think that the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie were probably the best parts of this movie. Again, I do not want to give away the ending of this movie. This is a somewhat recent movie, and there's many of you who may not have watched it, so I don't want to ruin that for you. Okay, overall, while I did enjoy a couple of scenes with Kichcha, and I feel that he did the best he could with the script that was laid in front of him, and being at the mercy of what the director and the producer and other people who actually had control over the movie wanted, I don't think that I would recommend this movie to just anyone. Now, if you are a super die-hard Kichcha fan, sure, I would think you would want to watch every movie your favorite actor is in. But for your average movie watcher, I would almost say don't waste your time. I'm sorry. I think the reason I was so disappointed in this movie is because I was expecting to watch the types of films that I have gotten used to watching him in up to this point. I do think that because Kichcha is so great at playing the antagonist, he did bring some of his flair to this movie. There were a couple of points in this movie where he did bring some glimpses of what I really enjoy about watching him. For example, after deciding that he really wanted to work hard to earn his wages and that he wanted to change for his girl, you get a glimpse into the character that he would normally have played. He did a really good job at making that change after he had actually earned his wages the hard way and when he had actually gone to her with the supplies that he did need for the wedding, and he felt it was such a great accomplishment. And at this point, it gave me a hope that the movie was going to get better from the script standpoint. But it didn't. I guess it was kind of just a teaser. I am continually getting to know Kichcha Sudeep better as an actor while watching these movies, and I am happy that I have had the experience of watching some of his other movies before watching this movie, because I already know that he's done an excellent job in other roles. And now I can just continue on, watch other movies of his, and kind of forget that this movie even exists. And again, I am really sorry for bringing such a bad review of this movie. It totally was not my intention from the beginning. And again, I almost did not even do it. But I can't just pick and choose what I like and don't like. And if I'm reviewing something honestly, I have to let you know how I feel. So, how did you guys like this movie? Does anyone feel the same way as I do about it, or did you think it was really a great movie? That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you can share this with your friends, that would be great. Also, don't forget, have a Kichcha-tastic day, and may the next movie be awesome that I see of his.